Hello my students, please open your workbook to page 39 to practice on making questions in present simple. Well, we have two objectives for today. First, we have to recall how to make a question in present simple and then solve an exercise on the workbook on page 39. Let's do some revision. If the verb of the sentence is a verb to be, is are, we have to switch the subject and the verb to be to make a yes or no question. For example, the desert is a barren land. We switched the verb and the subject and it becomes is the desert a barren land? Yes, it is. No, it's not. But if the verb of the sentence is an action or a state verb, for example, we have look, eat, play, walk, call, we have to use do or does. We all know that do is used with I, you, we, they, and does is used with he, she, it. Here in the question, you should put the verb in its base form. And you know this note. Let's take an example. She likes to eat African meals. Does she like to eat African meals? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Okay? What if we have a WH question? First, you should memorize the WH words and their meanings. Who is for people. How is to ask about feelings and states. Where is to ask about place and position. Why is to ask about the reason or the cause. What is to ask about things. And finally, when is to ask about the time. The most important is the structure or the form of the WH question. Okay, you have to keep in mind, you have to memorize this rule or form. Okay, when you want to make a WH question, you have to follow this structure. The WH word, then do or does, then the subject, plus the base form and the complement of the sentence. Let's take this example. The teacher likes her class. If we want to ask about her class, okay, first we have to omit it from the question, okay? We shouldn't put it in the question because we are asking about it, okay? Her class is a thing. So we should use what. This is the first step. Then we have to use does. Okay, why? Because we have the verb likes and the teacher is he or she. Okay, then we put the subject, the teacher, and the base form verb like. Okay, and the and the question mark. If you have complement for the sentence, then you can add them after the base form verb. Now we can move to the exercise. Okay, open to page 39 and read the question. Write questions from the selection Palm Islands. Use the present tense in your questions, then write answer to your question. We have to go back to this lesson, Palm Island, and make questions and answer them. Let me give you an example. Okay, open your books to page 87 to the lesson, Palm Islands Nature Reserve. Okay, I'll choose a sentence from here, then make a question about it. Okay, I have to choose a sentence in present. Look at this sentence. Sanani Island has an area of only 4 hectares. Let me take this sentence and make a question about it. Okay? Okay, I took this sentence. Sanani Island has an area of 4 hectares. Here the verb is has and it is in present. To make it a yes or no question in present, I use does and I put the verb in its base form. Has becomes have, okay? Does Sanani have an area of 4 hectares? The answer is yes, it does. Okay? So this is your homework. Go back to the lesson, Palm Island, and choose the sentences to make good questions. Thank you.